Hey, anybody there? I just saw a comment or something. Anyway, welcome to a long overdue episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I was at Total Wine today. So I actually got a bunch of good stuff. Maybe I'll post a picture in the community tab. But anyway, this really caught my eye. Ommegang out of Cooperstown, New York, not too far from where I used to live. Aged Tripel, Belgian style triple ale, aged on oak trips. 9% ABV. It says best by 04/05/24. So it's either that was either April 5th of this year or last year. I wonder if this is gonna be at all like Allagash Curieux. Remember back when I lived in Albany, that girl Renee that I was dating, she loved Allagash Curieux all the time. So that was a triple aged in I think it was Jim Beam bourbon barrels or something like that. But guys, knock that tripod. Oh, dude. Logan cat. Alright, so let's dive in here. I get a lot of like orange juice concentrate on here. It's surprisingly orange. You know, I'm not getting, well, okay, there's like a little bit of banana, clove from like the Belgian yeast esters. To me, it smells much more fruity than a triple. It's not quite as spicy as they normally are. I will say I do not smell alcohol at all. I don't really get much of a wood chip. Maybe like kind of like a woody, like if you're walking through some pine trees, you know, like that kind of wood smell or something, but as far as appearance, yeah, you can see it's kind of like a real dark orange, slightly cloudy, big, you know, 2-thumb head on there. So let's dive in. Cheers. I will say, it's really flavorful. It's surprisingly easy to drink. But to me, this does not seem like a triple. It just seems like kind of like a Belgian blonde, or probably the gold strong dark, or well, gold strong golden ale, whatever. Because like much like I said with the aroma, like lots of orange on this one, almost orange juice. A little tame on the peppery phenolics. I mean, they are there, but it's just not quite as, you know, in your face as like even like a Chimay White or something like that. And usually you get like a little bit of banana with these types of beers because of the yeast, but I don't really get any on here. Mouthfeel feels a little thicker than you would think. I was almost a syrup. Well, I'm gonna go as far as say syrupy. I mean, it's not like that big, but I mean, it's at least like a medium body, and it's highly carbonated. Which is always interesting because when you have a beer like this thick and it's that highly carbonated, it's like they must have to put a lot of CO2 in that because the body's, you know, a much thicker compared to like a Bud Light or something, you know. Yeah, so I am getting like kind of like an orange sherbet, orange kind of candy flavor. But I mean, that's about it. I mean, it's just not. It doesn't really taste much at all like triple caramel, you know, Chimay White. And actually, even Rochefort, they just came out with a triple, which actually I reviewed. In fact, the last beer on this channel was Belgian triple. Now that I think about it, that was more of a true triple than this one. Although, I mean, then again, we gotta say, you know, this is, you know, aged on oak, and I do, you know, get like an oaky, there's like kind of a background woody vanilla flavor. I wonder if this is bottle conditioned or not. I don't think it is. So, man, I mean, you can hear the CO2 getting stuck in my throat. Yeah, okay. I mean, there like that wood vanilla kind of background flavor is, it's nice. It gives it like a, a bit of a rustic feel. And again, it's aged on oak chips. This isn't like bourbon barrel aged or anything like that. So you're not going to get like char. You're certainly not going to get any kind of whiskey boozy flavor. Speaking of booze, this thing's 9% and is very, very smooth. As far as, being such a potent beer. I mean, there is like a real gentle warmth on this, but it's, it is not a challenge to drink at all. Has a little bit of like a soapy kind of quality to it. Almost like a perfume or something. I'm not saying it's gross or anything, like it's, it's just that typical Belgian perfume soap, probably yeast esters and phenolics and all that. So anyway, as far as score for this one, like I said, it's pretty tasty and it's interesting. I will say I like 𝗷𝗫 𝗫𝐸𝐲 a lot better than this one. I mean, the drinkability on this one is really nice, but I mean, they're calling this a triple. To me, it's golden strong ale. It's just lacking that. First of all, I mean, like, it should be like way bigger hops, bitterness, and flavor, and you don't really get that here. I mean, yes, I was getting like citrus. Well, okay, so I'm getting like like an orange citrusy flavor, which again, if it's supposed to be a Belgian triple, I mean, the Belgians use like noble hops, which are more peppery, flowery, earthy, and it like there is like sometimes you get like a fruity, citrusy quality to it. But it is not like, I mean, to me, this tastes like almost like I was going to say like a Belgian IPA, but I mean, just it's not super bitter. You get a lot of that balance from like the CO2 bite and like the esters and phenols, but yeah, so it's just not super bitter like a triples tend to be, and it doesn't come across as a Belgian IPA. I mean, it just comes across as a Belgian strong ale, which is fine if that's what they're going for. Oh yeah, so score. I mean, I like it. I'm gonna probably go 4 out of 5 on Untapped. If I was judging this as style, it would probably be high 20s, low 30s, just because it's not really too style that they're claiming it to be. But I mean, if you don't care about style, you just want a tasty, interesting beer, then yeah, check this out. Ommegang Oak Aged Tripel. So, alright, so I've been rambling for 8 whole minutes. Feels like it was an hour. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do a beer review like every night, because I got some nice beers in the fridge. I will see you tomorrow, maybe? End.